get a head start in planting a garden before the last freeze. It's very frustrating to go through the process of planting a garden only to have your seedlings damaged by an unexpected last freeze. I'm going to show you throughout this speech how to avoid that by planting your seedlings in starter pots. The first step is to decide which plants to plant. The first factor should be choosing plants that are good for your soil condition. In this area, we have a lot of black dirt. If you wanted to plant melons, black dirt would not be the best spot to plant them. You need a sandier region, which is not in this area. You also need to choose plants that will thrive in your climate. Right here, it's normally dry and hot. If you need something that needs a lot of water and cooler weather, this area is probably not the best place to plant them. The last factor would be choosing plants and vegetables that you enjoy. If it's a vegetable that you know you're not going to eat, then don't waste your time planting it. Pick something that you know you're going to eat. The second step is gathering the necessary materials. First, gather the potting soil designed for starting pots. The second step would be to get the starter pots. I personally like the ones that are made to be planted in the ground directly. You don't have to pull the plant out of the starter pot and put it into the garden. You just plant the whole pot itself. The last step would be to get seeds for your desired plants. Whichever plants you've already selected, go ahead and get the seeds. Your third step would begin planting. You first need to fill the starter pot with seed starter soil. When filling the starter pot, you want to fill the starter pot up almost to the top, leaving about 1 inch of space. After you fill it up, you want to place your finger about 1 to 1.5 inches below the soil line. After you've done that, you take your seeds which you've selected. Mine are cucumbers. They're my mom's favorite. Place the seed into the hole which you've already made and cover it with the rest of the soil. After you've done this, you need to water it until it's moist to the touch. I'll go ahead and show you one more time. Get your starter pot. Fill it with soil about 1 inch from the top. Once you've filled it, place your finger in the middle about 1 to 1.5 inches below the soil surface and place your seed in that hole. Once you've placed the seed in there, cover the top of it with soil and water it until it's moist to touch. The last step in this process is to find a warm and sunny spot for the seed pots, such as an indoor window or greenhouse. I would show you that, but it's dark outside, so the sun's not shining. After you've found a place to put it, water it as needed and check daily for germination. See if your plant is growing. If your plant's erupting from the soil, you're in good shape. After the plants are established and healthy, then transplant them to your garden following the last freeze. In conclusion, this process will save you time and money. And it'll also allow you to enjoy the plants from your garden weeks ahead of schedule. I hope that this speech has taught you how to plant your plants before the last freeze and save a lot of time and money.